It's Monday, which means it's weigh day.
Hi everyone, it's Fiona from Our Crazy Life Scotland here. How are you doing? I just want to say hello to any new subscribers that I may have, and hello again to the people who have already been kind enough to subscribe to me. I would like also to apologise if the video isn't very great quality. I've broken my phone. Where's it gone? Wait till you see this. Look, you see it? It's all broken right over where the front facing camera is. That's not good. That's so not good. I've not got pennies to replace it. Anyhow, yeah, so it is Weigh Day Monday. How has my week gone? Well, food-wise, it's been pretty good. As I had said, I did keep it simple. I didn't do any new recipes. I mainly stuck to salads and things I had in the freezer and my good old porridge or Weetabix for my breakfast. Personal wise, it wasn't great. I mentioned in my video last week that I was a bit worried because I thought we might have to say goodbye to our old husky Storm, and in fact we did. On Tuesday night we had to take him to the vet. He was just in too much pain. He was 14 in May, so he was a really good age for a husky, and he was just sore and it wasn't fair. So me and Jack and the two girls took him to the vet on Tuesday, and we stayed with him while he was put to sleep, and it was the hardest decision we've ever had to make. But I kept telling myself it's for the right reasons, and I have to say, once he was sleeping, he looked so peaceful compared to how he had been when he had been sleeping before that. He was crying in his sleep and he would just bark to get helped up, so it was definitely the right thing to do. Sorry, I told myself I'm not going to cry. So, my big worry diet-wise was that I am an emotional eater, and I was worried that I was going to go on a binge after that happening. And on Tuesday on the way home, we stopped at the shop and Jack went in and he got me some cake and some chocolate. When I got home, I was actually feeling too sick to eat it. I had a bit of chocolate and thought, I don't want that. And I suppose that was a good thing, because normally, whether I felt sick or not, I would have eaten it. But I didn't eat it. I think my adrenaline was going, I was upset, the girls were upset, and I had the resolve that it was the right thing to do, and I didn't have the whole grief yet, I don't think. However, when I got up on the Wednesday, the grief had set in and the guilt set in, and I kept thinking, what have I done? Have I done the right thing? It was really quiet without him, even though we've still got the other 3 dogs. It was just weird not to have him getting in my way all the time, because he always lay wherever I was wanting to wheel. And that's when the nausea had worn off and the binge eating did start. What I did different this time though, I gave myself permission. I said, right, if you think that's what you need, if you think that's what's going to make you feel better, have it. But draw a line after today. Don't let it go on, because normally that would have been an excuse to binge for at least a week. And I did eat 2 bars of chocolate, big bars of chocolate, and about almost half of a carrot cake. Oh, sorry about that. I got a couple of texts through there. Great timing. Yeah, so I did eat a fair bit on the Wednesday, but nowhere near as much as I normally would, and I was on plan with my meals. It was only the extras that I had, so I didn't count the sins. But what I did do was I drew the line that day. Next day I got up and I was perfectly fine, not emotionally, but I was fine food wise. And I actually kept my sins low the rest of the week. I would say no more than, until the weekend, 5-6 sins every day. Saturday I had 10 sins, and yesterday, which was Sunday, I had 11 sins. But I was kind of hoping that it would have been enough to pull it back. So that's pretty much, one good thing about the weekend, I have said before, weekends are my downfall. I'm terrible when it comes to weekends, but I stayed on track this weekend. And on yesterday, Jack actually phoned me to say that him and Abby had been at the football. They were starving. Would they just go to McDonald's themselves, or would they bring in a Chinese? Normally I would have said right away, bring in a Chinese, go for it. But I didn't. I said, no, it's fine, I'll have something here, you go to McDonald's. And that's what they did. So I basically just got a Slimming World ready meal out of the freezer, and I made it. It was the Mediterranean chicken risotto or something, and it was actually quite nice. What I did was I cut it in half, and I had half of it with a massive big pile of spinach, and I've kept the other half for today because I've also discovered on Monday's a problem. Brooke has her swimming lesson as soon as she gets in from school, and by the time I get home I have to take Abby out, and then it's around 6:45 before I can get anything to eat, so I'm always starving. So I've kept half of the meal for when I come back in about 6:45 tonight, and I'll just have the rest of that with some more spinach and maybe some more, I don't know, maybe tomato or something. So that's a good thing. So yeah, food wise I was pretty good. Body Magic wasn't quite as good as I was hoping for. I had said that I was wanting to start doing some kind of Body Magic 3 times a week. However, I was due my B12 on Friday, and usually the week leading up to it I get really exhausted. My pernicious anemia is so bad. Most people get their B12 injections every 12 weeks. I get mine every 6 weeks. And by the end of week 5, I can really feel myself starting to go, so I didn't get much done. What I did do was the SlimCon 2018 workout that Vincent Henry had put together that I spoke about last week. And I did it with Brooke, and we've put it up on this channel. So if you've not seen that, go and have a look. It's worth a laugh. I did want to know who won. Was I better? Was Brooke better? But the consensus seems to be that Clyde the Lurcher stole the show. And he probably did. He nearly pushed me off my chair a couple of times. So that was the only Body Magic that I did this week. But I've had my B12 now, and I'm starting to feel a bit stronger. So hopefully that will improve again. What else did I do? Water wise, I've been slowly increasing my water intake. I'm terrible for just drinking fizzy diet juice and not drinking water. So last week what I did was every day before I let myself have any of my favourite cherry Pepsi Max, I would have quite a big glass of sparkling water with ice and some sugar-free diluting juice. And after I had that, I moved on to my fizzy drinks. This week, starting today, I've had 2 of the big glasses of water before I'm allowed any of my fizzy drinks, and I'm going to just keep increasing it like that until I get to the stage where a nice wee cherry Pepsi Max is a treat rather than an everyday drink. So I'm definitely improving, and when I go on to my stats later on from the scales, it will show that there has actually been a bit of an improvement there in the water, so that is good. So enough of the rubbish, Fiona. Stop rambling and get on with it. How much weight did I lose? Well, today I went into the bathroom and I very carefully stepped on the scales so I didn't fall on my bottom, given the fact I can't stand. And my result was, drumroll, I lost 2.2 pounds. Woohoo! So I'm really chuffed. That's a good weight loss for me. I'm a slow loser normally, so I am really pleased. What I'll do now is I will insert the photos of the stats that I get. You know how I've got the, what are they called? The Hamswan Bluetooth scales that sends all the data to my phone. So I'll put that in now for you, and then I'll come back in a minute.
Yes, so my weight thankfully has gone down. It is 148.4 pounds, and that's a loss of 2.2 pounds this week. My body water has gone up by 0.3% to 37.6%, but it's still way too low. My body fat is moving in the right direction. It's down 0.5% to 47.3%. I feel like I'm doing the top 40 here. My bone mass has gone down this week. It's 4.4 pounds compared to 4.6 pounds last week, so that's really not good. I'm going to have to work on that somehow. My BMI is improving very slightly. It's 27.3 compared to 27.7 last week. My visceral fat, which is the bad fat, has stayed the same. That's 8, the same as it was last week. I would like to get that down a bit. My basal metabolic rate is 122.8 calories, which is down by 11 calories. Not good. I want my metabolism to improve, thank you. And my muscle mass is down 0.4 pound to 73.4 pounds, which is still at the low end of okay.
So that's all my stats for this week. The week ahead, before I tell you about the week ahead, I knew there was something. That's why I write notes, because my memory is terrible. When I was at the doctor's on Friday getting my B12, I spoke to them about getting referred for Slimming World membership. I said in the previous video that I've not got £60 just now to get an online membership. I'm not able to go to group because of the wheelchair, and someone kindly suggested that I go to the doctor because they can refer you and you get your fees paid. So I asked them about that, and it's not happening. Apparently my BMI is too low. I'm not overweight enough, basically, for them to spend the money referring me to Slimming World. So I'm back to square one. I'm basically just going to have to keep searching Google every time I'm looking for the sins of something, or healthy extra A's and B's, that sort of thing. I'll just need to do what I can just now, and then when I've got money I will get the proper membership. Although, in saying that, a lovely viewer called Shell, hi Shell, actually got in touch with me to say that she had a spare starter pack if I would like that. So I said thank you very much, and I got in touch with her and gave her my address. So that's on its way to me at the moment, apparently. So I'm looking forward to getting that. Thank you so much. All these wee things really do help, and the support is just amazing. And talking about support, Shell actually has her own YouTube channel, and her username, her channel name is BeanFeast57. If I remember, I'll link it below, but like I said, my memory is shocking, but I'll try and remember to link it below. It's BeanFeast57. So if you're not already subscribed to Shell, please go over and have a little look. She does her Slimming World updates, and she's a very, very nice lady. So the week ahead, I've not got anything through the week. I'm going to be really good as gold. However, the problem will be the weekend, and that is because we are going to be camping. My husband and Brooke, my 9-year-old, they do a sport called Canicross, which is basically where they run races with a special belt attached to a lead attached to the dog. So Jack runs with Clyde the Lurcher, and Brooke runs with little Molly, and they have an absolute ball doing that. So usually it's a weekend event. So this weekend, stop saying so, Fiona. Am I driving you as mad as I'm driving myself saying so? This weekend it's up in Aviemore, which is about 3.5 hours away from us. I'm trying to think of ways to not say so. We will therefore be camping for the weekend. We'll be staying over on Friday night and Saturday night in a tent, which is fun in a wheelchair, I have to say, but we get around it. Where there's a will, there's a way. The problem is that we've not got cooking facilities and we've not got a fridge, so I will be off plan. I will be taking, I was going to say hi-fi bars, but no I won't, because I'm not a member, I can't get hi-fi bars. I will get Alpenlight bars or Aldi equivalent and take them with me for my breakfasts, and I'll take other low-sin snacks and I'll just need to eat what I can when I'm there. I think there's going to be like a cafe type thing or stalls that we can eat at. So I will be off plan. Friday I'll have, all weekend I'll have a decent breakfast. And Sunday night when we come back, I'll get back on track and that'll be me again. So Monday's weigh-in might not be as good as this week's weigh-in, but life happens, and as much as I want to lose weight and as much as I love the Slimming World plan, I love time with my family even more. So occasions like this, I will have to go off plan. It's just the way it happens. I won't go mad, and whereas I would normally take loads and loads of goodies with me, I'll make sure what I do take is all low sin. I'll take things like the maybe Fibre One bars, low sin crisps, what are those things? I keep wanting to say shapers, they're not shapers, Skinny Whips. I'll take that sort of thing with me. And that will be that. So Monday I will do an update again if I've not got anything else up through the week. I might not have now that I've broken my phone. I hope the quality's been okay. I'm recording this on my not my Galaxy. Where am I? Thinking chocolate. I'm recording this on my Amazon Fire tablet, and I might need to do this for the next wee while. But I will update you next week with my weigh-in, regardless of how bad I am at the weekend and how bad the weight gain may be. It may be up a little bit later than normal because I've got a hospital appointment on Monday, and it's at a new hospital. With me having moved, I've not been to this clinic yet, so I'll probably be there a lot of the day. So it might be later, but I will definitely do you a little update and let you know how things are. How are things with your weigh-ins? Let me know below in the comments. Let me know how you're doing. I do watch a lot of you, but anyone who's not here on YouTube, or even if you are on YouTube and you don't know if I subscribe to you or not, if I've not mentioned you, please say hello and let me know and I'll come over and have a wee look. Talking of that, guess who's back? Guess who's back? Back again. Patrick's back. Tell a friend. Weigh-in time, weigh-in time, weigh-in time. Sorry about that. A wee bit of Eminem came over me there. Patrick from Weigh-in Time is back. Hello, Patrick. I know he won't watch me. But Patrick, if you've not seen him, please go over and check out Weigh-in Time. He's brilliant. He did get to Target, but then he's been off plan for about a year because he got married and he's been away on his honeymoon, and he's been uploading his holiday vlogs and things. But he's been back on to say that that's him back on plan. It's Patrick who organises SlimCon. So he's been back on talking about SlimCon, and I think he's going to be doing daily vlogs until then to help keep him on track. So yeah, go and check out Patrick. Right, I've definitely rambled on long enough now, and I am going to go. Please say hello to me down below. Like I said, I will always answer you back. And hit that subscribe button and the little bell to be notified of any time I upload a video. Thank you very much, everybody. I'll see you next week. Bye!
Run free over the Rainbow Bridge, old Storm. Thanks for being such a great part of our life, such a wonderful dog for 14 years. We love you forever, and you'll always be in our hearts. Sleep tight, old boy.